Good morning, everybody. I have some devastating news. The last video that I uploaded, the one where I was hiking through the Grand Canyon, I put extra special effort to make sure that was the highest quality I could. I increased the frame rate, I did a whole bunch of stuff. But when I was editing the video, I realized that I've been editing all of my videos wrong. I was devastated yesterday when I learned this, and it means that there is no such thing as a 4K video on my channel. Nothing I've ever posted has actually been in 4K. It's been upscaled 1080p. Here's what's going on. In my camera settings, I have my camera settings right. It was filming in 4K, high bitrate, all of the good stuff. Then I take that footage into my laptop and I change my timeline to 1080p because you've got how do I explain this to somebody that's never edited a video before? If you've got a whole bunch of clips and you're trying to edit through them and you're editing 4K video, that takes a long time for it to process each of those things. To where what I would do is I would change my timeline resolution to 1080p, towards only trying to draw 1080p frames as I'm scrubbing through this. That way it's easier for the computer to handle this. And then at the end of the video, once I've got everything edited, I would just change it back to 4K and then render it in 4K. I was doing that wrong for the past like 3 years. What it was actually doing is it was taking the 1080p that I edited and it was just upscaling that to 4K. It wasn't using the original 4K footage, it was just upscaling my timeline. So the Grand Canyon video is actually the only video I think I've ever posted that is higher than 1080p quality. Which isn't that big of a problem, it's whatever. It just makes me realize how much time I have wasted waiting to upload 4K videos that are actually just 1080p. Like, I have spent so much time waiting in restaurants and when it's really just 1080p the whole time. Just a 1080p file with a massive fucking file size. With my little rant out of the way, it's time to move forward. There is a meteor crater just over there. We're gonna go visit that. Before we do that, I've gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all of my camping equipment. I found that if I use my sleeping bag on top of my heated blanket, I'm much warmer. I'm pretty sure it also saves me electricity because it means that this doesn't need to run 24/7. It's able to turn itself off and it's able to oscillate. So I'm going to be incorporating this into my sleep kit, at least during the winter. Oh, one thing I did note back when we were at the Grand Canyon, my vacuum stopped working. Like, it's fully charged, I can't get it to work. I emailed the manufacturer, apparently it's still under warranty, so hopefully I can get a new one because I think I spent like 70 bucks on that. Now, we gotta figure out where we're gonna put all of the hiking equipment in my car because I really don't have room for it. What I'm thinking is that I'm gonna store this stuff underneath my fridge where my spare tire used to go. I don't think I have anything there right now. I pulled all my tools out and I'm only going to use this sparingly. I don't need to take this out of my car every single day. So I think I need to take the fridge out every time I want to go hiking. Oh shit, I also forgot I gotta wash all my dishes from the camping trip. I don't understand how this works. Also, I went on Amazon and I filed a return for the sleeping bag, or the sleeping pad, the one that's got the hole in it. So that means I need to keep this until I have the ability to return it to a UPS store. It's just a whole bunch of space in my car being taken up. Actually, I'll make a point to try to do that today. The thing that's most surprising to me is that even in the original packaging, it didn't come with patch kits. Normally they do. They come with like a couple of the patches for holes. Another thing, I think that I'm gonna be getting rid of this little stovetop because I haven't used it since I bought the rice cooker. The rice cooker can do everything this can do, but it just doesn't spill. So you did good. I'm glad you got me through Alaska, but it's space that I need. I'm gonna let this dry. Quick breakfast. So here's what I'm thinking for the backpack. I think I'm going to try to stick it underneath my floorboard right here. I still have some stuff down there, damn it. Extra serpentine belts, engine degreaser, a bunch of spray paint. I think it should fit. Look at that, I'm pretty sure that counts. Fuck yeah, I have enough space. Dude, my car is so fucking cool. It has space to fit literally everything that I need. A fridge, gas, clothes, sleeping equipment, camping equipment, like fucking everything. Now, I'm pretty sure the meteor crater that I mentioned earlier is just over there. We can probably go walk to it. Poisonous snakes and insects inhabit the area. We can easily slip under this. Fuck it. Let's go. And it's right on the interstate, so you can just stop and see a meteor crater. I am more concerned about snakes and scorpions now. It's pretty warm outside. I'm realizing another downside of Walmart shoes is they don't have the same puncture resistance as hiking boots would. Like if I step directly on a cactus, I bet those will go through the foam. Oh, wait, it's actually 6 miles away. It's over there. I'm getting in the car, I'm gonna drive. My leg is not healed enough for a 12-mile hike. We'll just drive to see the crater. Oh, side note, I think I am done using this camera. I took it with me on the Grand Canyon hike, and I hate all of the footage that came from it. Just everything, the audio, like... So instead of using that, I'm going to be using this. This is an attachment. It's got a screw on the back. You can stick it on a stick just like the 360. This uses the same magnetic mounting mechanism that my GoPro uses. So I can just stick it there and it holds itself. It's got these two metal brackets holding it in place, so it's not entirely magnetic. I can stick this out my window and it's not going anywhere. So that means if I want to get cool scenic shots out my window, I can just take the camera, stick it on the stick like that, and then as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty much just as good as the 360 camera, just with better video quality. Let's go ahead and test it out. It's fine. Let's go see us a meteor. Meteor Crater National Landmark, 6 miles. Out the window you go. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to hike this. This is way out there.
Up the stairs.
Hello, how much are tickets?
It's gonna be $29 for adults and $27 for seniors.
And do you guys take the National Parks Pass thing?
No, that's only because we're not part of the national park.
Okay, never mind. 30 bucks is too much. Thank you. Damn, that's disappointing. Here, this is a picture of what we would have seen. It's a hole in the ground. It would have been cool if we could see it for free, but I'm not paying $30 for this. I would pay that if there was more that we could do there, but paying the $30 just lets you get access to the museum, to the little, they've got like a movie that they made, and it lets you walk out onto the ledge and see it. If we could like camp on there, if we could walk into the crater, you just walk out onto a ledge. Like you can see that group of people standing on the hill right there. They paid $30 for that. It's not a big deal. I wasn't super sold on it. I just saw the signs for the crater when we were driving up here last night. I thought you guys would find it interesting, but yeah. Good God, gas is cheap. $2.83. There is a forest coming up called the Petrified National Forest. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that it's a forest of petrified wood, but we're gonna check it out. It might be disappointing. I'm sorry if it is, but we're gonna check it out. Petrified Forest National Park. I feel like my engine is making noises. Let's go see. It doesn't sound like rod knock. It just sounds different than it normally does. I think we've driven like 7,000 miles since I started this a month ago. I really need to have just like a car day where I just sit and look at the car. Oh, a lot of the clicking sound goes away when I turn off the air conditioner. You guys hear that? Interesting. Up until that point, we have a petrified forest to go visit. Okay, this is it. This is the Petrified Forest National Park, and there's also something called the Painted Desert here. It seems like the park has like a definitive closing time at 5 p.m. I am trying to find the spot where we pay, because they do have fees. We do have the pass, but I just need to find the person that I give the pass to. Hello. I have the...
You like the pass?
Yes, I have the pass.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
He didn't even ask to see it. He gave me a little information packet. I want to find a place to park so I can read it. Figure out like what we can do here. Whether we're allowed to spend the night, whether we can camp, what the routes look like. Okay, so this is the visitor center and the Painted Desert is over there. Okay. This is what I was looking for. There is no overnight lodging available in the park, and camping in the park is limited to backpacking in the wilderness area. Backpacking in the wilderness area requires a permit. Well, it says we should go inside and talk to the people at the visitor center to learn more. Unfortunately, some petrified wood theft does occur. Rangers catch and find people who attempt to remove park resources, and we occasionally receive letters of regret and fragments of stolen wood from guilt-ridden perpetrators. Look at this, they've got the notes that people left. To whom it may concern, I am returning this rock and the bad luck that followed it. Since I've done this, my bike has been stolen and my feet have blisters. It's kind of crazy. I think this is the petrified wood. I'm gonna try to get to a position where the sun's not directly facing you guys. Like, you can see that this used to be a log, but it is rock hard now. Am I allowed to touch it? I'm gonna... Holy shit, all of this is petrified wood. You can see the stumps still in the ground. And it glistens like crystals do. I was expecting like 1 or 2 petrified logs. Okay, my knee is definitely not healed enough to even try hiking in this. Fuck it, I want to know what petrified rock feels like. Holy shit, this is rock. You know it's rock, but this feels like bark. This is crazy. All of this is petrified wood. All of the lumps that you see all over here, that's petrified wood. Going straight-legged again. God damn. Oh, this is a big one. It's fucking big. Yeah, no. All of this used to be underwater. Seeing the individual pieces is cool, but seeing the full fucking trees. I heard from one of the rangers, the park has a hard close time of 5 p.m. and by 5:30, cops actually start coming around trying to kick people out. Oh yeah, please be in your vehicle by 5:30. It's only 3 o'clock right now, so that means we've got 2 hours to explore the rest of the park. I'm mostly just surprised at how much petrified wood there actually is. In my head, it would have been like finding a fossil. You find one fossil, you maybe find another, and then that whole site becomes like a fossil. You only find a couple. No, that thing is fucking massive and it goes on and on and on and on. I stopped because walking is hard right now, but there is so much fucking petrified wood there. I see why they have such strict enforcement of keeping this place closed, because I can see people trying to steal that shit. I'm really glad they posted the handwritten letters of people that returned the wood. That's really cool. I'm glad we got to see that. I'm trying to think, in Pokemon, what would be super effective against that? Because if you use water against the rock, maybe it still counts as wood. Are there any petrified rock Pokemon? I could be wrong, but I think Sudowoodo is the only rock grass type. At least since I played, and that's like Gen 4. Seriously, there's just petrified logs all over the place. This place is called Crystal Forest. Oh, it looks like it's a walking trail, and I can't do that right now. I want to see cool things sitting here in my car. Whoa. Whoa. And you can see just logs, just like fucking everywhere. There is so much fucking petrified wood here. This park is changing in real time. I'm gonna read this. I'm not very good at reading out loud, but I'm gonna try. In February of 2005, on his patrol of the park, the ranger noticed that something had changed. Pulling into the first outlook, he studied the closest ridge to the east. What was different? Realization struck as he quickly spread the word. One of the park's most photographed pedestal logs had fallen. This is what it looked like before, but then somehow wind or something caused it to just fall off. This feels like a fantastic place to have dinner. I am feeling rice and what's the first? Chili rice. All of the other parks that we've been to, they've been pretty chill. You're able to come and go as you want. You can stay, they're generally open. This is the only one that actually has police escort you out, and I definitely understand why now. There is so much valuable stuff out there. I made a joke when I was at the Grand Canyon that it's a good thing there's no oil here, otherwise this wouldn't be conserved. But this is an example of a national park that actually has something genuinely valuable here, and they're doing hard work to conserve it. Side note, listen to this. I don't think it should make that sound. There are seriously so many things building up that I need to look at on my car. And now that the rice is all cooked, I will add the chili. I swear, rice is one of the most versatile foods there is. You can mix it with anything. It's 4:30, so we don't have a lot of time left. I'm gonna start heading out. And just to give you guys some context about the meteor place, do you remember the caves that we went to in Oregon? That cost $10. We got to spend several hours with a guided tour walking through caves. At the meteor, we would have paid $30 to walk out onto a ledge. Ah, can't see anything. That means you guys can't see anything. You know, I just realized I should get some Ziploc bags. I've got a fridge. When I cook, I can cook extra and then just keep leftovers in my fridge. Wait a minute, I just saw a sign that says vehicle inspection ahead. Are they gonna inspect my car to see if I stole any rocks? I'm gonna try to record that. Wait a minute. I just saw a sign that says free petrified wood. Yeah, you guys see that? I thought you would have to pay for it. I thought they'd be charging like an arm and a leg, but what does that mean? Oh, it says sorry, we're closed. If we came a little earlier in the day, we might have got some free petrified wood. I am still just amazed at how much of it there is. Now, let's continue our trip to White Sands National Park. Somebody in the comments of yesterday's video said that I should bring a sled, and that sounds like a great idea. Sledding down sand dunes? Yes. Goodbye, Arizona. Hello, New Mexico. Actually, I'm just gonna stop for the night at the rest area. Tomorrow is just like 7 hours of straight driving, so I'm not sure if I'm even gonna film anything.